Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. It has been a while, guys, but we are back, and it is the beginning of the end. The War of Thorns scenario has started, guys, which is going to put an end to the Legion expansion and herald the beginning of the battle for Azeroth. I am really excited. I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick, which this popped in as soon as I logged in. The warchief awaits. Swindlegear. There are important matters I would like to discuss with you, but discretion is of the utmost importance. Meet me in my chambers in the Undercity where I can assure our privacy has not been compromised. Ensure that you are not followed. Orgrimmar has become riddled with SI-7 spies. It would seem that King Anduin and Matthias Shaw are desperate to know what our next move is. How admirable. Report to Warchief Sylvanus Windrunner in the Undercity. Okay.
Though our long war against the Legion has ended, the Horde cannot afford a moment of respite. Meet me in my chambers in the Undercity, where we can discuss our next move, discreetly.
Yes, indeed. Before we do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and change our sound settings just a little bit. Maybe move that up to 35. Yeah. Now, what you guys have missed since the last episode, and I do apologize for this, I actually missed the event that heralded the ending of our artifacts. Essentially, they used all the artifact power from everyone's artifacts to heal the wound in Silithus, where Sargeras' sword was plunged. So, unfortunately, if we look at the Dread Blades here, which I believe Swindle is still wielding, the legacy item effects are inactive. And let's see, shift right click. This artifact's power was sacrificed to draw out the darkness from the sword of Sargeras and stabilize Azeroth's wounds. So all of that we had spent all of our time working for, it's gone, guys. But we still have some decent stats here on the Dreadblades. Now I need to go to a transmogger real quick, just because last night Kragnathor and I went to Darknassus and caused a little bit of mischief. Because while bad things are happening in Undercity, bad things are happening in Darknassus as well. And I'm not going to cause any spoilers. Gonna switch this back and I guess head to Undercity. Oh, also, there were some other kind of big changes. Outlaw Rogue got a complete facelift, as did most of the other classes. Unfortunately, a lot of the pirate-related things are gone. Now, they replaced that with some awesome new abilities, such as Blade Rush, which is a talented ability, and some other good stuff. We are now pretty more combat capable than we already were. I'm kind of impressed with the amount of damage that we can do. And there's been some bad conversions. For example, now I only have 26,800, which is going to be appropriate for this stuff in the next expansion. And I think a lot of the Legion stuff has been converted over to match, so they've got low health. But in some of the other zones, it hasn't changed. So like in Cataclysm, some of like the little level 60 bosses have more health than you. So hopefully they'll be working on that soon. To Undercity, where nothing bad could possibly happen. I'm excited. I thought that all of this was going to drop in one day, but it looks like, we've noticed this during Legion, parts of it are going to drop every week. Just like little tastes of the whole pie. Slices, rather. So we'll fly to the Warchief's chamber. And I'm really curious where the story is going to go. I have tried to avoid spoilers like the plague. And I really don't know what's going on, who did what to who now where, and for what for. So, it's hard to believe that this will probably, I do know one thing, this is probably going to be one of the last times that we see Undercity in its current form, if ever, which is a shame. But you can't have a war without casualties. Oh! Bane. Gallywix. And Thanos. Lorthamar. And Where's the rest of the gang? Where's Saurfang? Where's the Pandarian? They may be in combat. I don't know. Hey, Yosmi. Show some respect. Warchief.
What joy is there in this curse?
Glad you could make it so quickly, Swindlegear. Sylvanus. That has been the name of the game. Or rather, that is what I wanted the Alliance to believe. Make no mistake, Azerite is just as powerful as it is rumored to be, but I have bigger plans in mind. High Overlord Saurfang is leading an army towards Sylvanus. By now, he should be in the Northern Barrens. I want you to intercept him and notify him that the preparations are complete. Preparations for what, you ask? Why, we're going to capture the World Tree. Find Saurfang in the Northern Barrens.
I have no time for games.
You would ask a question of me, Swindlegear. Yeah. Warchief, may I ask why we want to capture, Teldrassil? Time is not a luxury we possess, but I respect your desire to know more. Sylvanus points to Sylvanus on the map. This has forever altered the balance of power in Azeroth. Deposits of Azerite are being located across the world, Swindlegear. Though do we not yet understand its full potential, it is clear that this substance has vast destructive capability. What will war look like in 20 years? In 100? How can the Horde hope to defend its borders if the Alliance controls the flow of Azerite? That's a bit uncertain there, Warchief. What is certain is that the Alliance will use Darnassus as a safe harbor for funneling Azerite into the Eastern Kingdoms. Anduin Wrynn has built powerful new weapons, and sooner or later he will turn them upon our homelands. First he will strike at the Undercity and Silvermoon, and then his gaze will fall upon Kalimdor. For the sake of the Horde's future, we must be the first to act. By occupying Darnassus, we will control the flow of Azerite and ensure it cannot be used against us. The Alliance will dare not attack its own city for fear of harming civilians. With a single stroke, we will guarantee generations of peace. You do know the Night Elves are going to fight us at every step. The Kaldorei will defy our occupation, unless we break their spirits. We must inflict a blow that will show them what is at stake. They need to lose something, someone, in whom they have absolute trust and faith. A symbol of hope. The Dark Lady narrows her eyes. Malfurion Stormrage must die. Yeah, okay, Boss Lady. Well, this is going to escalate quickly then. Find Saurfang in the Northern Barrens. Alright, guys, well, to Kalimdor we go. So essentially what we are flying towards and into is the Warcraft equivalent of the Cuban Missile Crisis, or the Bay of Pigs invasion. However, unlike what happened in the real world historically, things are going to go horribly wrong here somehow. Because we do know, via the expansion, that whatever happens is bad enough that the Alliance invade Undercity, like, flat out. So I'm kind of curious. We know it goes wrong, but we need to figure out how it goes wrong. That's the exciting part. And looks like Saurfang's army is supposed to be... Oh. Hey, you guys got careers as rogues. There's Mighty Saurfang, and that is a big wolf. Holy crap.
Now is not the time for pleasantries.
And they have updated his voice, too. He sounds awesome. I've been awaiting your arrival, Swindlegear. I have halted our march until I received word that we were ready to divert. What comes next will be a coordinated, synchronized attack on key outpost in Ashenvale. If we act quickly, we will destroy the Kaldorei's defenses and clear a path all the way to Darkshore. Stormwind will surely send reinforcements to stop us. We have to conquer Teldrassil before they arrive. I will divert the troops. Meet our operative, Lorash, outside Astranaar for further instruction. Find Lorash in Astranaar.
Soldiers of the Horde, ready your blades. Today, we march on the Kaldorei.
Arise!
Yeah, Loktar Ogar and such. I don't think Swindle would mind going to war against the Alliance. That's just opportunity for privateering of the highest caliber. I'm really looking forward to Battle for Azeroth because we have seen some of the upcoming gear. Check this out, because I just think it looks cool. Look at that. A masked pirate tricorn. And that's just the start. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what else we can find. And where is it? Astranaar? That is... yeah, just south of Hellscream's Watch. Well, I'll go ahead and make the flight and see you guys there. Alright, so we are here at Hellscream's Watch, and before we head down for the quick diversion quest, I am, well, damn my bad manners, because I forgot that we have a new letter, guys, from our pen pal, Darkshore. Back from the metaphorical grave. Greetings, Sully. It has been many moons, many nights, and many sunrises, and I have both good and bad news. The good news is that I have a lot more money to send you greedy goblin. The bad news is that I now have a bounty on my head for stealing from the Alliance. You can do the math. Darkshore. Well, you're doing God's work then. Good deal. Everyone's having to pick their side, either willingly or not. No fence sitters in this war. I guess the first thing that we do is destroy this place. This is kind of like the first blockade from the crossroads through Ashenvale. Blood Elf.
Shall we get to work?
Sawfang says it's time. Excellent. Hundreds of rogues have already attacked Kaldorite outpost in Ashenvale. On my signal, they will begin the next phase of this war. Sowing chaos. Hey, it's what I was doing last night. My colleagues died not far from here, Swindlegear, so I could use your help. If we stay out of sight, the town won't even know it's under attack before we have all its guards down. I have a poison that will kill them quickly and silently. If you signal to me which targets are safe to attack without being noticed, I will put them down. What do you say? Yeah, I don't want you cramping my style, but if that's what they want. Work with Lorash to disarm Astranaar.
Knife? First, let me signal the others to begin their assault.
The beacons are lit. Gondor
This
calls
fire
for aid.
burns with purple smoke. They should see it rise above the trees soon. After you, champion. You mark the safe targets. I'll bring them down.
Purple haze all in my brain. Okay. Lately things they don't see the same. Now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. 0 out of 10 guards eliminated. 110 humanoid. 10,000 XP.
I need to get close.
You do you. That's a quick acting poison. You're gonna have to give me some of that.
I'm out of range.
And you. Yeah, where's this ability for rogues? Like, where is this on the hotbar? Ooh. That's Nantar the Baker. Evil beyond reproach. And we got Captain... Oh, can we kill the Captain? Den.
No. This one belongs to me.
Ooh.
Nothing quite as satisfying as taking out an Alliance commander. And so easily.
Actually, to tell you the God's honest truth, I'm making you do all the work. I don't think you're going to realize that until later. It's okay, though. And boop. 4 more to go. And this little village will quickly be losing all of its protection. Whoa, what was that? I heard something decloak. And I don't think it was me or Lorash. Two more. Hey, you know what? Oh, never mind. We have respawns already. And survey says we need uno mas. And all we got are these ones here. So you take care of them.
That should do it. How does it feel to single-handedly sack an entire city?
Feels good.
Let's not waste time.
We did it. Hopefully the other outpost fared as well as we did. My end of the bargain is done, Goblin. I'm going to check on the other outpost to make sure none of my brothers and sisters are in trouble. Meet with the warchief and inform her that Astranaar has been secured. If everything has gone according to plan, she should be well on her way. Oh, and try not to hog all the glory, yeah? Lorash smirks at you. Ooh, he knows. Greet Warchief, Sylvanus Windrunner, and Astranaar.
Let's teach these savages a lesson, shall we?
Oh, look at the Warchief go!
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
That was a perfectly executed strike, Swindlegear. Saurfang shall establish our troops here, now that Astranaar is ours. I shall continue my hunt for the only creature that can stop our march to glory, Malfurion Stormrage. Our next order of business will be to establish a foothold at the base of Darkshore. Commander Grimfang of the Zoramgar outpost should be able to accommodate an incoming army. Inform him of our arrival and ensure the necessary preparations are made. Make the necessary preparations at the Zoramgar outpost. Yes, ma'am. How big is this army? Is it just going to keep on going on and on? Nope. Kodo Beast Rider, that's the rear guard. It's still a pretty significant little fighting force, though. Saurfang demands the cream of the crop. Now we're going to Zoramgar, man. We're just all the old hits. And yep, that's a village on fire, all right. Is that an alliance? Nope, that's a Tauren druid. Just kind of sitting there like, oh, I had so many good times leveling there. I never did. Ashenvale was a pain if you were a Horde player back in the day before the Cataclysm, because you had to ride all the way around town because the road went through it. You have to deal with alliance guards and such, which was not pleasant. Now it's a little, now it's okay now, and even more so now that it's in cinders. Ooh, phalanges. Out of all the people that we could have killed right off the bat, we have to go with Malfurion. Couldn't we have killed, what's her name? Tyrande? The one night elf lady that I'm not fond of? Commander Grimfang. What is this? Speak with Commander, Innkeeper, and Weaponsmith. Let's do one at a time here. Innkeeper Duras. How you doing?
Speak, friend.
The Warchief needs rations and lodging for an incoming army.
Farewell.
We're a small outpost, but I will gather what we have. The Warchief and her army will want for nothing. I swear it. Loktar Ogar. Yeah. Enthusiastic ladies. And the rat. Dagrun, Ragehammer.
What do you need?
Yo, Warchief Sylvanus Windrunner requests your aid repairing her soldiers' weapons.
Go forth to victory.
My forge is always ready, Swindlegear.
Yeah, that's good. You keep your forge to yourself. And finally, Commander Grimfang.
Strength and honor.
Yo, Commander, the Warchief asks that you prepare your outpost for an incoming army.
For the Horde.
Zoramgar will stand ready for the Horde.
Okay, we good here? We done? Alright. And now we have to go back to Astranaar. And it looks like Sylvanus and friends are right in the middle of town. So either they have turned that into a base, or there's no Astranaar at all anymore. Which, you know, just breaks my heart. Who's that in the middle? Keeper Heartwise. He's in a bad spot. Well, I'm liking the preparation so far. I mean, it's one of those things you can't really blame Sylvanus. I know that she's probably going to be seen as the villain in this account because she's striking first, but at the same time, it's one of those situations that there are a lot of anti-Horde sentiments within the Alliance. Jaina Proudmoore, the Wolf guy, and all that. They would eventually want to turn, you know what I mean, to attack first. This has been building for a long time. I guess it's just whoever pulls the trigger.
Drumka.
A force this large has not moved in Ashenvale in a long time. I hope Zoramgar is ready to accommodate the might of the Horde. Do you see all the wisps about? I have seen this once before, when the demon Archimonde was felled by the sting of hundreds, no, thousands of wisps. This can mean only one thing. Malfurion is beckoning the aid of his ancestors. The warchief has already taken a scouting party ahead to Darkshore to intercept him. Please, Swindlegear, find the warchief and see if she has yet caught her prey. We have secured all of Ashenvale, but we must keep the pressure on. Find Warchief Sylvanus in Darkshore.
Without honor.
Man, she's going right for the throat, isn't she? Not getting paid by the hour. Meet Sylvanus near the entrance to Darkshore. Well, taking out the archdruid is definitely going to either create a martyr among the Night Elves, which is probably going to be the case, but it will break their back for a time. They will eventually recover like Batman, but until that point, we're going to have to be their bane, literally and figuratively. I actually don't know where Malfurion's digs are. I know he spends most of his time in Darnassus. He's next to Tyrande. At least now. I don't know if that was a normal thing, though. Well,
You will come no further, Banshee Queen.
Soldiers, no! Do not rush the...
they rushed the...
Fools! At least now we know how dangerous the wisps can be. We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
I've been tracking Malfurion's every movement. The Lord of the Forest cannot hope to outmatch one who served as Ranger General of Silvermoon. Careful, Swindlegear. The forest is still brimming with Stormrage's forces. Look out behind you! Defeat the Alliance ambush. What ambush? Eh? Oh, hi. How are you? Shank. Gives me time to get used to all of the new things. And also to test out sound settings for future episodes. I'm hitting both. Shank. And stay out.
What are we, if not slaves to this torment?
Malfurion will soon return with an army. The Kaldorei have finally halted our progress. In a perfect world, we could have marched all the way to Aberdeen and taken Teldrassil before they could even slow us down. But it matters little. Malfurion will try to hold us back until his fleet returns from Silithus. Until then, his army is too small. If only we could find a path through these damned wisps. I have an idea. Let's have a chat with Saurfang. Meet with Saurfang and Sylvanus in the Zorumgar outpost.
There will be nowhere to run when next we meet Malfurion. To Zorumgar, quickly!
Yeah. I'm probably going to get there faster than you. Unless you want to talk while we're on the way. Oh. So that's what that feels like. Okay, so we'll head to Zorumgar, and I guess that's probably where we'll start formulating the plan to take out the archdruid. Unless we have to fight him basically all the way up to the village, or to Darnassus. Which might be the case. He's going to go down. He's definitely going to go down fighting, considering everything that we dealt with him in Val'sharah can attest. He is quite stubborn. Let's see, the rest of the army should be hanging out. Yep. Oh, that poor Naga. Got some ships in the bay. And a gorgeous Zeppelin. I want one. Like, now.
What would you ask of me?
The Kaldorei have begun to reinforce Darkshore. Our path to Teldrassil will be more difficult than we anticipated.
What joy is there in this curse?
Malfurion knows that his wisp wall is a temporary measure. He is buying time for reinforcements to arrive in Teldrassil. It is imperative that we find a way through that wall, and quickly. I want you to take our explosives reserves and apply pressure. You will not be able to bring it down, but you may be able to find us an opening. I will have a squadron ready to strike once you break ground. Zarvik Blastwick should have a few bombardiers for the job. Use explosives to fend off the Alliance army in Darkshore.
A wall of wisps? Surely it is nothing our Dark Rangers and a few demolishers cannot overcome, my lady.
The scouting party I led to Malfurion underestimated the wisps, and they paid the price for doing so. We cannot destroy the wisps, not in numbers enough to matter, but we may be able to disperse them.
Yeah, we'll bring raid.
Interesting.
Oh.
The wisps respond to Malfurion's call. But what if more of the forest were to cry out for help?
Oh. Saurfang is going to set fire to the forest, I would imagine. He's going to go full Captain Planet villain.
What's up?
The warchief wants to scare off the wisp, eh? Well, I've got just the thing. You want to fly this thing, or do you want to drop the bombs? I don't care. Let's fly.
You want explosions? Buddy, you got it. Hop into one of these beauties and take it for a spin.
Oh, I already got this one. Boo. Oh well. So let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, look at all the wisps. Oh! Marked trees felled. Ah, that's what we're setting fire to. Gonna get his attention. And why doesn't mine have these? Shouldn't this be standard issue? And 3 more to go. Bam. I feel so industrious. Now where are we going? Are we flying? Ah, okay, we are flying back. I was wondering. Can we shoot? No. Aw, you just have that targeting sight as a tease. Just shoot right into the blacksmiths. Like, my bad. Yeah, he is me. How you doing, little guy?
I have no time for games.
How did it go? Now is the time to strike, Swindlegear. Passing through the wall will not be easy, but I think it's something you can handle. Do what you must to prevail, and meet me on the other side. I will lead a squad of sturdy soldiers and as many demolishers as can survive the passing. We may not make it to Darkshore today, but the outcome of this war does not rest on one victory alone. It will come as the result of 1,000 small victories. Let's get started, shall we? Disrupt the Alliance forces in Darkshore. Yes, ma'am.
It seems the wisps are susceptible to distraction. We will exploit this weakness to get past them. Sawfang, take a squad into Felwood. Seek a path over the mountain into Darkshore. But leave the siege weapons under my command. We will squeeze Malfurion from both sides.
And pop him like a pimple.
There is no safe passage through Felwood.
Find one or make one. Time is a luxury we do not possess.
Know many smugglers, blight collar.
Oh, I do.
I beg your pardon.
I am not naive. There is little chance that Everlook receives all its cargo through legitimate means. Someone is using a hidden route through Felwood.
I know smugglers.
Smugglers would prefer to avoid the attention of the High Overlord. But I believe we can locate one who can be persuaded to assist us.
Then
Yeah.
it is decided. Sawfang, Nathanos, you will leave at once.
Aw, you guys aren't gonna go with me?
Weapons ready!
Sad days. That's alright, Swindle. You're still number one in the fans' hearts. Meet Sylvanus at the wall. Alright, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. Do we want to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep on going. Because I know that there's some world quests that unlock at the end of this, and we can do that in the next episode. I want to see where this goes. And besides, I owe you guys a long episode considering how long it's been. And we've had such a good time at this series, going, 220 plus episodes. I think more than that. I think we're in the 230s now. It's been a while. Had a good time, and we'll continue to have some, or such. Once I learn how to actually properly speak English.
We pass through the wall on my command.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves.
Attack!
Hack through the wall, quickly! I cannot hold it much longer.
Oh, nice. Well, we got one demolisher through.
Once a breach has been made, the pain is bearable. Just give me a moment.
I got you back. The Master's Glaive.
Do not relent, hero. These savage elves would do you no such favor. We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Malfurion will return with his forces, but until then, let's press on. And now we've got two. Alright, so we are officially in Darkshore, guys, and I think this is going to be a good place to go ahead and end it, because I want to, this seems like a really good stopping spot, and we can press the offensive upwards and see where the story goes from here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.